This is an library.
Remember, right there.
Right there.
We see you. We see you. Right there.
We're coming.
We see you. We see you. Right there. All
We're
right.
coming for you.
Sit back a little bit. Don't get in my space. All right.
Ready?
Hello, everybody. We are back with a Black Friday comic haul, and we're going to show you what we got. I got one book in the haul that I picked up last week, and it was such a good deal I had to include it in this one so you guys could see. Today is Black Friday, day after Thanksgiving. Got my two little ones here with me.
Hi.
Boat.
And Ava.
Ava. Alright, so I guess without further ado, we will... Oh, and I guess this is our first haul, right?
Yeah.
Technically this is our first haul.
We've
So-
done,
and-
different videos of just one.
And go check out our channel. We're together and Boat. It's really good.
So anyways, today was Black Friday.
Mhm.
We went down to our local comic shop. They were having, from 10 to 12, they were having 50% off everything in the store. So we got there in time to get actually a little early, just to make sure we beat the crowd, to get there in time to get the 50% off deal. And then everything after, I think 2 o'clock, no, I'm sorry, 10 to 12 was 50% off. And then from 12 to 2 or 1 or whatever was 40% off. And then the rest of the weekend is 30% off.
Yes.
So I got quite a bit of books today. Not quite a bit. I got a good amount of books today
Just show you guys.
for cheap. And like while I was there with my wife, you know, looking through some of the books, you know, the store owner said, hey, you know, in the down low, I got some boxes over there that haven't been gone through yet, so nothing's priced or whatever. But if you see anything, you know, we'll figure it out later. And right before we were getting ready to leave, I decided to check one box. The one box that I went to earlier in the week to get the book that I'm going to show you first. And I had only seen this book because it was sitting on top, and I'm like, no way, it's sitting on top. And I knew it hadn't been, nothing had been
It's the best.
priced or anything like that, so I didn't go through the whole book or anything. I just seen what was on top. That's all I needed to see, and I needed to go because money's a little tight. So I just like, see what it, because they had a sale last week. It was I want to say all the books that were say $2 were $1. Books that were between $4 and $5 were half off, and then books that were $10 to $15 were for $6. And I guess this book turned out to be a $15 book, and I got it for $6. So the book that wasn't on today's haul is Spawn #1. I got this book for $6, and it is, I would say, near mint. It's in great shape.
Maybe 9, 8.
And it was sitting in a raggedy bag and old board. So I brought it home. I put it in a Mylar sleeve, new board. And I'm telling you, the thing's perfect for $6. That was an investment that I'm pretty glad I took a shot at. I just took a shot at and said, hey, you know, how much?
Have this.
Yeah, how much do you got on this? I know this ain't priced or anything yet. You know, he's like, well, bring it over, we'll figure it out. And so he looked online and whatnot, and he's like, with the sale, he's like $6. I'm like, sold.
Sold.
So I got
Like
Spawn
a shopper.
#1 in near mint shape for $6.
Good price.
Can't hand that back.
Good price.
Next
All right.
one.
Today, or this, everything from here on out is from today's haul.
Mhm.
And, you know, a few of these a couple of these books came from, the priced bins that were priced. But this one was not. This was in one of the collections that he'd bought from somebody, and I picked up. And I got this for him because he just recently drew this picture. When I seen him, like, oh, I gotta get this for Bo.
But it was
And it is Stan Lee meets the Amazing Spider-Man,
except it
number
was
one.
swapped. It was Stan Lee was shooting holding Spider-Man.
Yeah.
It was swapped.
And I just kind of glanced through this, and there are multiple stories in here. One story that Stan Lee wrote, and I can't remember the artist. And then there was another story in a different writer and different artist. And then a third story in the back that was Stan Lee and John Romita Sr. And I believe it was Amazing Spider-Man number 80 in the back. So get a little bit of the best all three worlds there, I guess. He can read this and see, how Stan Lee wrote his books and stuff like that, and other
I always
people.
wanted to be able to read Amazing Fantasy 15.
I always want to know how to read too.
That's a book that you always
Well, it's not
see.
15. It's 80. So
No, I'm talking about Amazing Fantasy 15. That's a book I see a bunch of pictures from inside the book, but I don't know.
never get to see it with your own eyes.
Yeah.
So that was the first one.
Like, that'd be good
Next.
for the True Believer series.
This one's weird. That girl's.
This
like-
I got.
Hello, I'm gonna kill you.
The price on this one was $5, so I got it for $2.50. It's OMAC number 1, written and drawn by the legend Jack King Kirby,
This entire book by himself, except for the inking,
and the lettering.
yeah.
So I was interested in this, so I thought I would give this a try. I heard it was a decent story from another YouTuber, and I was interested in reading it. And what a better place to start than with number 1. So I got this one for $2.50, and it has a little discoloring to it, the white, but
You expect that. That's an old book.
but it's other than that, it's in great shape.
You're gonna expect it because it's an older book. You're gonna expect that.
And I would spend $2.50 all day long on Jack Kirby, number 1, OMAC.
Yeah.
Jack Kirby.
This is my wife's one of 2 finds that she decided she was gonna get, and she is a Flash Gordon fan. She was a youngster when this movie came out, and she loved it. So
This is really random, but me and Dad used to think this for the longest time. We never knew who the Flash's real name is. It's Barry Allen, but we thought he was Flash Gordon.
So we got this one, and this one was not priced. So I'm assuming they probably gave this to us for $1. Flash Gordon number 1 for $1, I would say. It wasn't expensive.
Yeah.
So
Next.
my wife will get Flash Gordon all day
This
long
one.
for $1.
This one's definitely not in a board.
And this one,
just in a bag.
This one I got out of the dollar bin, so this was 50 cents. And I love the horror film, the old horror film ones. This is a 20-cent book, Silver Age book of Beware,
Yeah, old school,
Marvel Beware.
old school horror comic books are the best.
Yeah.
Like in the 50s and 60s.
Yep, they are something else. They're
Prime
awesome.
of their time.
All right, so that one was 50 cents. That one came from the dollar bin.
Here's another one. Might have came from the dollar bin.
This came from the dollar bin also. So for 50 cents, I got DC's Ghost. You will believe in them, I promise you. And anytime I see a horror book,
Horror film book.
and they're usually the only place I find these things at are in the dollar bins.
Yeah, you don't really see them out in
So-
the
Open.
long boxes.
I'll get them every time for $1, which today they were 50 cents, and look at that. 50 cents back in the day.
It's kind
You got it.
of in a.
So
it's
I
in
took a
good
trip
shape.
back and I got it for the price on the old cover.
Here's the
there.
next one. This one is Punisher.
This is the Punisher War Journal.
Oh
What
my
issue?
gosh.
This is number 20 in the dollar bin, so I got this for
Here, before
50 cents.
you put that up, look at that.
Game Boy.
Oh, that is amazing. I
Cut
want
it out
that
and
as
be
a poster.
Yeah.
That's an amazing Game Boy.
I used to have one of these Game Boys when I was
I have always wanted a
a
Game
kid.
Boy.
and
Guess I'm just gonna have to stick to the
them
game child.
graphics, them graphics looking back, horrible.
They're amazing.
All right, the next one, this one.
Okay, go with that one.
Yep.
Okay, go with that one.
This is my wife's second purchase that she got. She got the True Believers Phoenix.
The True
this was
Believer series is awesome.
this was $1, so this was 50 cents. And she's a huge Phoenix fan because her, she's got her middle name is Jean.
Jean
So-
Grey.
Jean Grey. So she collects Phoenix books or
Okay.
Jean Grey books anytime she sees them.
This one, I'm gonna
So,
save.
This
There's a
one
couple of
was
them.
50 cents. And the last before a whole bunch of the same. This one was $2.50 after the discount, and it is Werewolf by Night
Werewolf of Fever Swamp. that
number
one.
20.
Was it the
Nope, I'm sorry, number 13. Werewolf by Night number 13. It's a
Okay.
20-cent book.
was the Werewolf by Night series that's the series that Moon Knight made his first appearance in, right?
Yes, Moon Knight made his first appearance in Werewolf by Night 32
Yeah, 30,
or
32 or
33.
1.
I think it was
32 or 33.
What
And
number four?
I have one or the other. I don't have the first appearance, but I have the second appearance of Moon Knight.
We've already
and
done
Werewolf
a
by Night.
video on it, so just watch that.
No, I haven't.
Yeah.
Not Werewolf by Night.
Yeah,
That one?
but the second appearance you have.
Yeah, something like
So
that.
just watch
Yeah,
that.
So this one was $2.50, and in pretty decent shape.
pretty decent for that old of a book.
But for $2.50, I'd
Not
get
that
it all day long.
Hey, but that isn't
Okay.
that old. That's like
All right.
1980.
Here comes to the good part. Okay, this is a picture from the movie.
Swamp Thing.
Swamp
Volume
Thing.
2, number 2, right?
Okay.
This is Swamp Thing number 2, and I already have number
Wait.
1. This is volume 2 series. I'm trying to collect the first volume also and get them all. But everything I got today is from the volume 2 series, and I got a big run on Swamp Thing. And I want to say these were maybe, I don't even know how much they charged me for them because these were in the box that wasn't priced or anything, but I want to say they probably only charged me $1 a piece or so for these books.
Or so.
What's that?
Or so. So this is, I have number 1. I have a few of them already. So I have number 1. So I seen they had number 2. So I got number 2
That's a
Which that's a
screenshot
scene-
from the movie.
from the movie.
Screenshot from the movie.
Underrated movie. Great movie.
Yeah, that's an amazing movie right
So-
You know when I said
Next
amazing? You know when I said amazing? Swamp Thing, so amazing.
And here we have Swamp Thing number 3. Same
Evil-
thing. Got I
evil
would assume
teenagers.
$1 at least, maybe 50 cents. So Swamp Thing number 3.
He just has
What?
a very weird love of water characters.
I do. I
He
love
loves
Swamp.
Thing, Man Thing, and Gillman.
Got Swamp Thing. Saga Swamp Thing number 4.
So you have issue 1.
I have one, so
So
now I
one,
got
two,
1, 2,
three,
3, 4.
And
Nope, out of order.
order.
I have number 5, so here is number 6, Swamp Thing number 6. 60-cent book, which I want to say this probably came out, I think, I'm not for sure,
Maybe
80,
it came out of the dollar bin.
84,
Pretty
The
decent.
funny thing,
82.
That's probably
the funny thing is,
that's probably one of the
1982.
that's probably one of the decent
Were we-
shapes books I've seen
From
that
what they
has
said-
never had a sleeve.
From what they said, all these Swamp Thing books were in a long box.
No, they weren't even in a long box.
Oh,
they were in
just
like
out?
they were like almost in like a produce type box or so.
Wow.
No, I'm sorry. I take that back. They were in a regular box, I think, underneath all the other back issues. And so I seen these and I about laid a golden brick in my britches. So,
A nice golden brick.
but
This is
like I
probably
said, I
where
found out, I'm
all
like,
these
holy
come
crap, I don't know if I can afford all these because it's like they had so many. They almost
Mm-hmm.
had like almost a whole bloody run. So that's number
Yes.
6.
from.
This
7.
is, oh, look, number 5. My helper's getting them out of order. So we got number 5 of the Saga Swamp Thing.
Which one's this number?
So number 5, I believe this is, Alan Moore and all them.
4, 5, 6.
This is their run.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So this is number 5. All right. Now, this is,
The Holy
this.
Grail.
it ain't the Holy
This
Grail,
is the highlight of this haul.
but when I say golden brick in my pants, I had a golden brick in my pants when I came across this. I said,
This is the highlight
this
of the
can't
video.
be real. This can't be a real moment. And I prayed to the
This
Lord
is-
and I said, please let me get out of here with this for cheap.
This is probably one of the best books of any of these books, probably.
Yeah, it's the highlight of the video.
It's the highlight of the video. And I'm trying to keep them in order. But remind you, this
Golden
is
brick.
probably
I already
Like
golden
a
brick
dollar,
my
maybe?
pants.
maybe a buck or so. It might even be 50 cents. I don't even know how they did the pricing on these.
You said
They just kind of gave me a ballpark and said, how about this? I said, sold. You got it. And so, but like I said, I'm going to assume it was about $1 for all the haul that I got here. I'm going to assume that it was $1. And it is the Saga Swamp Thing number 25. This is the
I
first
already took a
cameo.
golden brick in my pants.
This is the first cameo of John Constantine.
technically it's the first appearance, but his first full appearance was 34,
His first full appearance was in 37,
37.
but I found
Might have been
his
6.
first cameo for
$1
That makes it 50
for a
cents.
book.
or 50 cents. I don't know how they did their pricing. All I know is I got this book
Best deal ever.
and a golden brick in my pants.
I already took a
For
golden brick by
$1.
seeing it. Okay, next one.
Next,
I don't know why, but that girl looks
she
like a
keeps
man.
wanting to put this one in my face, so we'll do this one. This is
Like,
number
here.
number 34, Swamp Thing.
It
Volume
doesn't even
2
look
series
like a
still.
girl.
This is all volume
It
2.
looks like a
Wow, look
man.
at
Looks like a.
Look at the Ghostbusters
baby.
ad.
Ghostbusters. I believe this might have been part 2.
No,
Nope, this is part 1.
This is an old book.
So, yep, Swamp Thing.
Looks like a woman.
Oh no, that's an
Number
Atari
34.
game.
That's an Atari game.
It's a video game.
It's
Yeah, that's Atari.
it's like a computer. That's
Yeah.
a computer.
That's a PC game.
Look at that.
That's an old looking computer.
That's
Activision.
Activision.
Wait, let me see the book.
Taking
Show
it back.
This woman looks like a man.
It's not a man.
Man, baby.
Man, woman.
She probably took a golden brick
Another
in his
one?
pants.
Estimated $1. Number 34.
She probably took a golden brick in her pants for seeing the book.
Number 35. Swamp
35.
Thing. With a little GoBots on the back.
Go bats.
So
Wow.
Like
number
tons of little
35. I don't know if you can
newspapers.
see. You can't see from back here, but you get close. It's like newspapers
Oh, I didn't never notice that.
in the picture.
They
Pretty
look like
awesome
actual.
cover.
Aren't they actually like newspapers?
No,
No.
it's just
They
Oh.
actually look like newspapers, though.
Her face looks like a newspaper. Next one.
Okay, this one looks like a man. This
This
is
is
gonna
number-
happen when you eat too much McDonald's.
This is number 38.
That's
Now,
what
if you
I'm
notice, we jumped from 35
The 38.
to 38 because unfortunately, they wanted me to live and not have a heart attack, so they didn't have the 37 for the first full appearance of John Constantine, unfortunately. But they had every other one.
They wanted him to live.
They wanted me to live so they can continue to get my money every time I go in there. So went from 35 to 38.
No, wait, this is what this looks like happens when you eat too much McDonald's.
Yeah. Speaking of you know, Black Friday and Thanksgiving, that's me right there. That's me right there.
You ate way too much.
Next one we
That's what
have
happens when you
Swamp
too much.
Thing, Sophisticated Suspense, Swamp Thing number 39.
It looks like a random thing. Ice monster came out of a butterfly's cocoon.
Exactly. Next one we have Sophisticated Suspense, Swamp Thing number 40.
I just love the
That's a
the
great
hit
cover.
target right there.
That's a shining star, not a
It
hit
looks
target.
like a hit target.
Next one
Okay, this one looks like
we got Swamp Thing.
this looks like one of those
Number
needle.
41 with a little voodoo doll on it.
This
Swamp
looks
Thing.
like a little you know those pin cushions? It looks like a pin cushion
That's
what
what
that
it's supposed to be.
it's a pin cushion
voodoo
that
doll.
this devil guy wanted and then
Dead.
and made him look ugly because he wanted
Next
him
one, we
dead.
got Sophisticated Suspense, Swamp Thing number 42. And these covers are great. It's like the further I've noticed the further you get into the run, like a little further away,
The better the art is.
the covers,
really
well, no,
are.
the covers, they get a little more silly. You know, I don't really care for like when the DC Vertigo series. So I might cut it off once it gets to that point. I don't know yet. But these covers are fantastic. I love them for $1.
Okay, this one just looks like a giant peach or a giant burger came out of
This
his
is number
bag.
43.
Is that a giant pimple?
What is that?
Giant
That's
pimple
a
that's like ripped out.
Potato or something, or
Potato.
growing on his back. Let me pop that for you.
But there.
Let me pop that potato. You got a potato growing on your back, sir. That's number 43. Swamp Thing number 43.
I'm not a sir, I'm a
Next
swamp
one.
monster.
This makes me proud to be an American every day of the week.
I love
Swamp Thing number 44.
That is an amazing cover.
Not even using this little thing anymore. Let me get that out of here so you can see it better. This is Swamp Thing number 44. The winner of 2 1984 Eagle Awards.
Evil what?
Alright, next one we have number...
Are they mostly all swamp thing?
They are all Swamp Thing. 45.
They're all something.
And Swamp Thing's getting ready to go for a quick draw.
Voltron. Wow.
Voltron. Used to love that as a kid.
Still.
Next one we
Me,
have
you used to.
X-Men. Swamp Thing 46. Great cover. Got a dead dinosaur on there.
Cover. Wait, you know that?
R.I.P.
You know that time he ripped the dinosaur's jaw out? That dinosaur.
Why
Wait,
is
wait,
Hawkman there?
Wait.
It's like
Why?
Swamp Thing,
Wait,
Batman, Hawkman.
They're
How?
saying you just killed my dinosaur, my pet dinosaur, and they're unhappy. So then they get
Wait.
this involved. This is Swamp Thing number 47.
Is that a Swamp Thing with a very bigger Swamp Thing?
It looks like it.
You just
Never
met the
read
man
these, so I don't
thing.
know. And if you guys see, if any of these other issues that I'm not too sure about, because I've never read them, obviously, let me know if there's any other key issues here that I might have passed. This is number 47. And I found this today, and it tickled my
But
fancy.
yours.
It tickled my fancy.
Your butt.
My bourgeois. Another key issue for maybe $1. Swamp Thing number 49. First appearance of Justice League Dark.
This is your second copy.
I have 2 copies of these,
This is your third.
and this is my second copy.
Okay.
And the reason why I got this, I said, why not You know, if I
It's an
can get it,
amazing cover. Why
if I can get it cheap enough, and I'll take this all day long for $1 or so. Not knowing how much it was at the time, but I just said, well, maybe they won't recognize.
Hey, you have that book too, don't you?
Yep. So this is 49. First appearance, I believe, of Justice League Dark.
Okay, this
And
one.
we have the anniversary issue 50, Swamp Thing, the first
What
full appearance
we
of
have.
Justice League Dark on the cover.
Wait. Inspector.
You got all of them. That's an awesome cover. And it was $1.
$1 for the book.
So
Wait.
you find both of those in the same bin. What do? What
Buy them.
Buy them. Wait.
You do 'em. Don't wait me.
This
Wait me.
this looks like a giant ant swamp thing.
That's what it is.
This thing looks like an alien creature thing that came out of your fancy. And then this thing just looks like a dead bull mixed with a horse with a fancy.
Fancy, okay.
It came out your fancy.
And to continue,
She
we
dripping
have
blood out her eyes.
issue number 51. And we have issue number 52. Great cover.
I don't know what's going on, but it's a great cover.
Joker in there. See that?
The Joker? Oh, really? Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna kill
The
you,
Joker.
swamp thing.
Who's that other? Who's
Can't
Old
tell.
Man?
Two-Face down there. Leatherface down there.
Leatherface. Is he on a chainsaw?
All right. We got issue number 53. Another fantastic cover.
And the last one.
last but not least, we have issue
Fat
number
Joey.
54.
We got Fat Joey in the
So
cover.
I got a huge run today of
We got-
Swamp Thing, and they have more
They had a lot
other
of
ones
lots.
that because I grabbed these thinking I'm just gonna get these, or I grabbed I'm sorry, I take that back. I grabbed all of them except for maybe these couple, and I went back in to get a few more, looking for issue number 37, thinking I could hopefully find that and get out of there with that pretty cheap. But I got all these.
Just look at the width of these books.
All of them.
That's not even all of them. There's still more.
So I got all these. Not this one.
Not that one.
Not this one. That was last week.
We got.
But I got all this.
Or maybe 30.
And you see
Oh,
most
and
of them-
this, and this, and this.
all but all these are Swamp Thing, and they're like a solid run, you know.
Let me see this again. We got Joey and we got Big Bertha.
So I got all these books. I want to say altogether I paid.
About
Maybe, this isn't guesstimation. I'm guessing maybe 30.
With tax and everything, I think I paid
50.
$39 for
I
all
say
these
50. Say
books.
$50.
So
No, don't say 50.
today was a great Black Friday. You know, you think you're gonna go out and buy Christmas
this man
presents for your kids,
Wait.
and you buy yourself
Snack that smiles
Christmas
back.
present.
Snack that smiles back. Go there.
That's a good way to end
Phantom
the
of the
video.
Opera.
Okay, Michael Jackson.
All right,
Cut it
Phantom of the
out.
Opera.
Wait,
Kevin Bacon. It's Kevin
make
Bacon.
my hee way out. Hee.
So, anyways, this is our haul number 1 on Black Friday, 2018.
And you know what's coming.
If you made it this far, thank you for watching. If you've seen any other issues that I didn't announce as a key issue, let me know in the comments below, because I don't know if I have enough time to
This
look
is
at
right,
it
Daddy.
and seek every single issue out
Yeah, that's a lot.
to investigate. But it don't matter, because I'm trying to collect
This
volume
is
1
library.
and volume 2 of the Swamp Things,
This is library.
some Man Things and stuff like that also. But thank you again for watching. And any last comments? We would like to say keep on keeping on, and until next time,
Goodbye.
see ya.
See ya!